Welcome back to Cards and Comics, guys. Well, I'm opening the second box of 98 Retro. So this box is really just for me to have fun. I documented what it was like to open a box of these cards, what it would have been like in 1998. My younger self would have been able to open this box and just have fun, and that's what I'm going to do now. Now, the box I opened before was pretty good. It had a autograph, which you don't get in every box. And it had, some short prints, which you get a couple of those in a box. So we didn't get the Quantum, which is the really cool short print. But we got a lot of really fun cards. So, you got a lot of the time capsules, right? You get a lot of those in a box. You got some base cards. Groovy kind of glove. Really cool insert. I think those are actually glow in the dark. So there you go. And then got these New Frontier, which are numbered out of 1,000. You see that? And then we got the Kerry Wood Auto, which this is actually, I think, a numbered out. It's not numbered, but it was short print out of like 200 or 300. And then we got this Big Bopper, numbered out of 500. So we got not David Ortiz, but Mo Vaughn. So it was a good box. I mean, I think that was about as good a box as you're probably going to get on average in this kind of product. We hit the auto and we hit all the rare or the short prints we were supposed to get. So we not shorted hits. We got the extra hit in the auto. So we're going to open this box and have fun. And again, the autos in this product are basically one in every other box. The Quantums, you don't know how often you get those, but I think because their number's so low, I don't think they have any real odds on them. So they're numbered out of 100, the Quantums, the die cuts. So it's a cool product. It really is. And I really think they, did it for 2 years in reality, if you think about it. Now this is a pretty cool, lunchbox. If anyone wants this lunchbox, just put a comment in the comments for this video, and I'll pick a winner or do some kind of random thing, and at some point, and everyone who wants it, I'll kind of just random it off and give it to one of you guys, because I don't really have space for it. But if some collector really would like it, that's fine with me. I don't want to just throw it away, because it's such a cool, way of packaging cards. But I just don't have space in the man cave for it. So there it is. If you guys want the Chipper Jones Retro lunchbox, let me know in the comments, and we'll see what we can do to get it to you. So here's our 24 packs. And I think there was odds on the back, if I can get the thing to focus. Let's see. Yeah, groovy kind of glove. So again, like 1 in 7, sign the times, or 1 in 1 box and a half, and then big boppers, 1 per box. Quantum Leap, the Quantums, numbered to 50. I thought they were 150. They don't really have an odd, so we'll see. Quantum Leap are the kind of the cool hit outside the auto. And again, the Griffey Auto is a super short print out of 100. So we'll do it again, guys. Round 2. All right, got a Nomar. And all of the photography in this set, I think just the base set is one of the coolest base sets ever made. Here is a Ramos Ramirez Futurama, Todd Helton. And right off the bat, we hit a Griffey base card. So that's cool. So we'll put him in a sleeve here. I got some new top loaders. Pretty happy with the new top loaders. It's just as you do cards and collect so much, you forget that you run through tons of supplies. I should do one of those things where it's like on an auto order, reorder. So I'm always getting like 200 top loaders every other month or something, just so I know I have them. The same way I just ran out of grading soft sleeves. So that's the Griffey base card. And then what I like about too is the base cards is what they autograph. So the autograph for the Griffey is on the same card. They didn't do a separate photo. So I thought that was cool. that, you know, the base Griffey auto is the same exact photo and card, just autographed. And they do have, you know, like a different bag. So I love the fact that you can tell that they are autographed. They're not like they do in some Upper Deck some years where they took the same card and just autographed it with nothing to tell you it's different, and people just forge autos like crazy. So that makes it much cooler. They did that. I think they learned their lesson. I mean, you gotta remember, like, they didn't know how to do autographs when they first came out. They were just kind of like winging it. And yeah, so when they started autographing base cards, they didn't really understand you had to like do something there to make it special, so people wouldn't do a fake. First time capsule, again, these are the easiest to get. Mark McGuire. I don't think we hit a Griffey or a Thomas last time in the time capsule, so it'd be kind of cool just to get one of those. Just get one of the players I collect. Bob Feller, Brown, and then here is the Nomar time capsule, and here's our first groovy kind of glove, and it's Craig Biggio, so that's cool. Jeremy Burnett and Greg Maddux. So this product is expensive. I know a lot of people in the first comments were like, you know, you could just buy up a lot of the cards in the set. To some extent, I mean, the Kirby Puckett Auto, this set really is really cool. I mean, I think there's a Gwyn Auto, a Puckett Auto. There's a lot of some deceased Hall of Famers in here that are really cool to hit. I thought it was the same photo back to back. I was like, oh, but no, it's two different. Well, Hernandez or Rondell White. There's another time capsule. King Caminiti, Tony Perez, and Kirby Puckett. That's the auto I'd really like to hit. Is that one right there? I mean, obviously, I would take Nolan Ryan and King Griffey, but hitting the Kirby Puckett would be cool because I don't own a Puckett auto, and that's probably, I think, is my favorite. If I was going to just pick one Puckett auto, I'd probably pick that one right there. Vlad Senior. Here's our another groovy, and it is Kerry Wood. So remember, this is the auto we got last time. Matt Williams and Johnny Damon. So we may not hit an auto. That's just how these boxes work. I got 2 boxes because I was really wanting an auto. I mean, that's the whole point. And so I was thinking of that, not even open this box because I did hit the auto and I didn't want to, like, you know, go through and and, you know, have a box without an auto because the odds are that, you know, could happen. But I decided, hey, you know, with the quantums in this product being such cool hits, I'll take the chance. And I already hit, you know, a cool auto. I think the Kerry Wood auto was a pretty cool auto. I mean, and of course it would have been, in that time period, it would have been probably one of the top 4 or 5 hits because he was super duper hot in 98. So he would have been a cool one to hit. Derek Lee, Jeff Jenkins, Andy Pettit, Ivan Rodriguez. And again, I love the photography they had in the set. Really, really nice base cards. I like the fact, and I said in the other video too, the base cards remind me of vintage sets. They don't directly rip one off. I think 65 would be the closest thing I could think that this kind of reminds me of, but it's not a full out on blatant rip off. There is Travis Lee. He is the king of the rookie insert in the 90s and this time period. I remember almost every set I've opened lately. If I get a rookie or a young, you know, star card, it's always going to be Travis Lee or Ben Grieve. It's just that's who you got. That was, you know, how it rolled back in those days. Sean Casey. There's Vizcal. He was, I mean, every card is flipped. Awesome. Thanks, Upper Deck. You are ridiculous, Upper Deck. There's the real Frank Thomas. So I mentioned that the Frank Thomas auto in the set, I feel like this is 2 cards back to back, but it's not. Is not autographed by Frank Thomas. Is autographed by the guy from the 50s that played for the Pirates at one point. I'm just wondering if they did that for fun. Because, I think at this time, Frank Thomas was like an exclusive autograph with Donruss and Leaf. Like he was like the Leaf spokesman. So I wonder if they just put the Frank Thomas from the 50s in there to either play with people's minds or to be like, oh, we have Frank Thomas too. Yeah, the other one, the one that nobody really wanted to collect. Sorry, Frank Thomas, the other Frank Thomas family, Jeff Sorella. Don't mean because he was a good player, but it's just he wasn't quite the same as that Frank Thomas. So Sammy Sosa. So a lot of fun cards. Again, I think this is one of those sets as a kid I would have put the whole base set together. Kind of like the first year that 98 Donruss signature. I love the 98 Donruss signature base set. I think it's one of the best looking base cards. And just like 1999 SP signature, I think that's one of the best looking base sets ever made. There's Scott Rowland. Just love that base set. I totally want to have those base cards because it's just, I think they did a great job on the base set design. So it's funny, like some of my favorite like base set designs were these high end signature series cards, like 98 Upper Deck Retro, 99 SP signature, 98 Upper Deck signature, or I think that's what it's called, 90 the signature, where every Donner signature, 98 Donner signature, where you got every pack had an autograph. Here is Mr. Galarraga. Willie Stargell. Willie Stargell has an auto in this set, and again, I think I have two of them, but it's one of my favorite Willie Stargell autos. He had some really cool autos before he died. I'm really glad he did, because he died so unexpectedly. At least maybe to us he was unexpectedly. I don't know if he was I don't know if he was sick for a while before he died. But I remember it was just kind of like a shock, because they just opened PNC Park, and he was there. Then all of a sudden it was like he was gone. And I was just glad that, unlike some players around that time period, he was able to make it into a few of the cool sets. Like I think he's a 99 SP signature, 98, then 98 retro. So those are two really nice autos to have. The Mr. Stargell on card, time capsule, Chipper Jones, Brooks Robinson, and Larry Walker. All right, so looking for the Quantum Warren auto. Yeah, that would be the two big hits you'd want to get out of this product. We haven't hit any of the number cards yet, so we should get a big bopper. Marcus Grissom, Mike Piazza. Hey, look at that time capsule. That's our first number card too. So this is a double hitter pack, and we got Justin Baum, New Frontier. These are numbered out of 1,000, but we hit a time capsule Griffey. We didn't hit one in the first box, so cool that we hit one in this box. I'm very excited to hit a King Griffey Jr. Card of any kind, and this is a new one. Don't own this one, so there you go. Into the old PC, and then there's the New Frontier, which is just, unfortunately, Roger Clemens and Matt Sears. I mean, Clemens has an auto in this product. I mean, just so many good autos. The auto set really is top tier. So, just as a little update, I am going to my first card show of the year. This is 2024 for those folks in the future that are trying to figure out what year I'm talking about. So the first card show of the year for me is going to be in Albany, and I am going to be taking some cards with me, and I'm going to also be dropping off an order at SGC for grading. So that, because they have someone there who will allow you to drop off for an SGC order. I will be doing that. I'm super excited. There's A-Rod and Chipper, two awesome 90s players back to back. Groovy kind of glove, Greg Max, and there's another Carry One auto. What is this? What the heck? That cannot be real. That I bought those boxes from 2 separate sellers on eBay at 2 different time periods. So I guess that makes a little more sense, because if they're from the same case, I guess it would be less of a chance of having 2 Kerrywood autos. But that's insane to have. Let me pull the other one out just to show you. There's the other one. That's insane. That is insane. So let's be critical of the Kerrywood autos, because we tune. So the first one came a little bit close to the edge and just nicked the edge. The second one does not get anywhere close to the edge. So that's just crazy. So I'm gonna put Mr. Wood in a hierarchy of honor here, that we've pulled 2 Kerrywood autos out of 2 boxes of retro. Now that's just that is not normal. There's the last 2 cards. That's not normal. That's just not normal. And they're kind of short printed. I think they were either 200 or 300. So they're not like the easy ones to get. If I pulled 2 Frank Thomas autos, like again, not the one you'd want, Frank Thomas, I would be like, well, yeah, because they're probably like 1,500 of each, 2,000 of each. Like, they made a lot of them. No, this is a short print auto. Kerrywood and 2 back to back. Oh my God, boxes. That's the one thing I would have never predicted to have happen, is to have the same auto hit and it be a short print auto. That is crazy. Oh man. Here we go with the old Flipperoonie Bonds base card, which is pretty cool. There's an Nolan Ryan card. See, like, I so wish it was that card. I'm a little torn on Barry Bonds, whether or not I should start really pulling all of his cards and kind of setting them aside for shows and dollar boxes and stuff. I do think, like, he has got a pretty big market base, but I just I still am a little leery that people are really going to be looking for him at shows. But you let me know if you see a lot of people looking for Bond stuff at shows. I think on his high end, his on-card autos and some of his high-end inserts, for sure. I know that. But I'm talking about the base stuff, like the low-end stuff. Are people really getting that? Because I feel like they're really just focusing on his big stuff. I know for a fact, Griffey, Frank Thomas, and some of these other players, people collect all tiers. They want the expensive stuff, the cheap stuff. They want them all. So that's why I kind of set them all aside, because I know that there is people out there looking to get base cards of Griffey and get all of his cards, even if the cheap ones. And so they dig through boxes looking for these sets. These sets are expensive to open. So if I put that Griffey base card out at $5 at a show, or $3, or get $10 for three cards, like a $10 for $3, or whatever box, those cards sell. People will pay $2 or $3. I've seen people pay $5 for kind of a cooler, harder to get Griffey, and because they know, like, I just want the Griffey card out of the box. I don't care about a lot of the other stuff, so they'll pay $3 and not have to open a $400 box just to get a couple of Griffey base cards, and they can just get them for $10 or $15, and it's kind of cool that I get to open and then keep what I want, and make some of the collectors happy by putting them in the $3 to $5 bins at shows. All right, Greg Vaughn and Todd Walker. So we're down to the last pack. It was a quick box. I just want to get through. I did kind of the first one and got some of the comments out of the way. So we did the back-to-back autos, but I really was hoping, selfishly, for now we didn't hit a big bopper, and we haven't hit a quantum, so maybe we can do that on this pack. Hit something numbered, and the answer is no. We are not getting anything numbered. So a little bit. I was a little disappointed in this box. Just because we hit a short print auto, so can't be overly critical. But, you know, it's the same one we just had. Just crazy. And then I didn't get the Big Bopper. I didn't get a lot of number cards. I only got one number card, I think. Maybe I got two of these. Let me look here. Because I got two in the last box and the Big Bopper, so I got 3 number cards. Here we only got one. I got this card here, this New Frontier, and the Kerrywood Auto. I mean, obviously, you know, I wouldn't be complaining at all if that would have been, you know, Nolan Ryan or Griffey or Puckett or someone huge. But, you know, it's just, I felt like the last box was a lot more fun because I got 3 number cards plus the auto. And that seems like a great, you know, way to make the product fun. You know, have multiple number cards plus a chance at an auto. So not as fun as the last box. A little bit of a letdown on just getting the same auto twice, but at least it's someone who people collect and it's somewhat short printed. So I think, you know, I'll have an easy way to get rid of it if I wanted to sell one of these. So, but it's just interesting. I go to a lot of Chicago shows, so I'll bring them with me. Maybe next Chicago, maybe some folks have been looking for these, you know, for their own set. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, very odd box in my opinion. But you know, this product is really cool to open, and I still recommend it highly. And it's a blast, and the cards look great, and the, you know, even the inserts, even the ones that aren't numbered, are cool looking inserts. So there it is, guys. Box number 2, same as it ever was, very similar to box 1. So to let me know what you think, and again, if you want the Chipper Jones lunchbox, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time on Cards and Comics. Bye.